Since its debut in Shrek 2 in 2004, Puss in Boots has become one of the big staples of the Shrek franchise, and after I think after before the fourth film, he actually got his own film. And I just finally got to see his new film, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, now playing in theaters. But is this long awaited sequel to the 2011 film anywhere as good as its predecessor? Or is this one not as perfectly as you think it is? Find out right now in this spoiler free review. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the recently released new computer animated adventure flick Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, released by Universal, produced by DreamWorks. The film was directed by Joel Crawford and co-directed by Yanuel Mercado, I might have mispronounced that first name, from a screenplay by Paul Fisher and Tommy Swerdlow, based on a story by Swerdlow and the first film's writer Tom Wheeler, with additional screenplay material provided by Ethan Cohen. We have Antonio Banderas back as the voice of the title character, along with Salma Hayek, reprising her role in the voice of Kitty Softpaws, along with Harvey Gillen, Ray Winstone, Olivia Colman, Samson Kayo, John Mulaney, Wagner Moore, Divine Joy Randolph, Anthony Mendez, and Florence Pugh. Excuse me, everyone. Now, this film takes place after Shrek Forever After. Okay, I was right. This came out, his first film came out the year after Shrek Forever After. Good. Anyway, this time around, Puss is about to go on a journey as he sets to find the mystical last wish for the wishing star and restore the 8 of his 9 lives that he lost while escaping new enemies who plan to hunt him down with the help of his friends. Now, first of all, before I get into just a bit of the story I'm going to give you, if you haven't seen my review for Puss in Boots, click on that card, and I'll take you to my recent review of the film. And so that way you can catch it if you might miss it, or if you want to see it again. Anyway, now originally this was to be called Puss in Boots 2: 9 Lives and 40 Thieves in 2014, but well, I will tell you that Chris Meledandri, the founder and CEO of DreamWorks' latest competitor, Illumination, was confirmed as executive producer. But, well, it was announced that the film would be helmed by Bob Persicheti, the head of story of the first film and one of the 3 directors of the award-winning Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Well, that's gone through all things in my view. As with their recent hit, The Bad Guys, which came out earlier this year, the inspiration for the film's animation style came from Into the Spider-Verse as well as the anime film Akira, giving it a visual style that resembles storybook illustrations. Rather than utilize the more realistic style introduced in Shrek, the team who worked on this focused more on a painterly style design to make the film look like a fairy tale world by using new technology. Anyway, let's start. Anyway, Puss in Boots hosts a big party in the governor's mansion sometime after the events of Shrek Forever After, when an earthen giant attacks them. Manages to subdue it, but is crushed by a bell shortly thereafter. And waking up, he's informed by a doctor that he only has 1 life left after dying 8 times before. Puss initially brushes it off, but after losing a duel to a black hooded wolf in a local pub that night, he reluctantly goes to the house of Mama Luna, an elderly cat lady, to be a domesticated pet, seemingly putting his outlaw career to rest. And well, as time went by, Puss has now grown a beard and meets an optimistic dog who has disguised himself as a cat. But however, he's Puss is in big trouble when he has a little bit of one of the acts that's out to find him, Goldilocks and the Three Bears crime family, and they think he's dead. But if that wasn't enough, another one's out to and they're out to look for the existence of the wishing star, and the same with the now big Jack Horner. But Puss gets word of it, and apparently he and the dog, who, well, they'll give him a name later on, gets reunited with Kitty Softpaws, and then they go on their adventure. That's all the story I'm going to tell you. So while I thought about this movie, I gotta say I really enjoyed this a bit more than the first one, but you don't have to take my word for it. But however, unlike most films that have been delayed due to the you know what, this has been delayed in the expected release schedule due to restructuring at DreamWorks. But however, the film has gotten many good reviews from critics, though. And it's so far almost made 100 million worldwide. And it's also now nominated for Best Animated Feature Film at the Golden Globes and a nomination for the same category at the Critics' Choice Awards. Now currently the film is at 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is already certified fresh. And they say arriving more than a decade after the previous installment, the smart, sweet, and funny Puss in Boots: The Last Wish proves some franchises only get better with age. Definitely, that I couldn't have said it better myself. I have to say, it's really good, and I feel like this is very, very good. I like the story and what have you, and the animation. Well, the critics like just about everything: the animation, the story, the action scenes, the visual style, the themes, the voice acting, and humor. And many consider it superior to its direct predecessor. Yes, definitely. Now, aside from Antonio Banderas and Salma Hayek, well, who, well, it's actually now, Salma Hayek Penault. Yeah, she's using her, well, she's credited as that now. Anyway, we have Harvey Gilliam, who you may know him best from FX's What We Do in the Shadows, voices the therapy dog, but he's originally called Perito. Yeah, which of course that's Spanish for a dog or something like that. Because after all, that's only the second time I've heard that. I've heard Eduardo call mention say that in an episode of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Goldilocks is voiced by Florence Pugh, who I've known her. She's one of my favorite actresses now. After seeing her in films like Midsommar, Fighting with My Family, and of course Black Widow, she does a great job. The bears are voiced by Olivia Colman, the mama bear. Ray Winstone voices the papa, and Samson Kayo voices the baby bear. They're all good. John Mulaney voices Big Jack Horner, and Wagner Moura voices the wolf. Very good. Divine Joy Randolph voices Mama Luna. That's a funny character. Nancy Mendez voices the doctor. Now, we also get a few cameo appearances from various stars from the Shrek franchise. Now, I won't tell you who they are, just see the movie. It also has some good music and what have you. Hector Pereira composed the film's score, who I've heard that name before. Of course, he's mostly best known for doing the music for the Despicable Me franchise. And he's also done music for numerous other films. So, anyway, that's really good. But anyway, I liked it. There's even I even liked hearing the cover of The Doors' "This Is the End" performed by Dan Navarro, who you're gonna hear me correctly. He is first cousins of Dave Navarro, from Jane's Addiction. Yeah. Well, I had to check to see if he was any relation to him, but yes. But again, you're hearing me correctly on this. So anyway, I thought this was a blast. It was fun, and I loved this a little more, just a bit more than the first one. So I say go check this out while you still can. So anyway, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I think it's a big step up from the first one. Great cast of characters, great voice acting, great story acting, and music and blah blah blah. You know the rest. I agree with what the critics say on everything. So anyway, for my score, I'm gonna give Puss in Boots: The Last Wish 5 stars, which of course means on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving it a 10. So that's going to do it. What did you think of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And next time I'll be bringing to you my January 2023 schedule. And also, after this video is done, you will no longer be seeing me in these plain white V-neck shirts. I have decided I'm going to try and wear different shirts, short sleeve shirts for various videos. I might wear the same one, maybe 2 or 3 vids tops. Okay, so starting next year, no more V-necks. This time you're going to see me in different shirts. I promise. So this way it'll make the views go up a little more, maybe. But let's not jump to any conclusions. Alright, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, check out my reviews for these other films from DreamWorks. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Puss in Boots' debut in the Shrek franchise in Shrek 2. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Shrek Forever After. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my spoiler-free review of DreamWorks' recent hit from earlier this year, The Bad Guys. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya and Happy New Year. Bye now.